War has been a constant presence throughout human history, with conflicts arising from a variety of factors such as political, economic, and social differences. These conflicts have resulted in some of the deadliest wars in human history, leaving behind a trail of destruction and loss of life. In this video, we will be exploring the top 10 wars in history, taking into account their impact on the world, the number of casualties, and the outcome of the conflict. From ancient battles to modern-day conflicts, we will be delving into some of the most significant and devastating wars that have shaped human history. So sit back and join us as we take a journey through time to explore the impact of war on our world. 10. The Peloponnesian War. The Peloponnesian War was fought between Athens and Sparta from 431 BCE to 404 BCE. It was a conflict that lasted for almost 30 years and had a profound impact on ancient Greece. The war was caused by a power struggle between Athens and Sparta, both of whom wanted to be the dominant power in the region. The war ended with the defeat of Athens and the rise of Sparta as the dominant power in Greece. The Peloponnesian War is considered to be one of the most significant wars in ancient history because it marked the end of the Golden Age of Athens and paved the way for the rise of Macedon under Alexander the Great. 9. The Punic Wars. Step back in time to the tumultuous era of the ancient Mediterranean, where the clash of titans, Rome and Carthage, reverberated across the seas in a trilogy of epic conflicts known as the Punic Wars. Spanning from 264 BCE to 146 BCE, these monumental struggles were not mere battles for territory, they were a collision of civilizations, each vying for supremacy over the glittering azure expanse of the Mediterranean. Named after the Latin term for Carthage, Punicus, these wars were a crucible of ambition, strategy, and sheer determination. The final outcome was stark: the annihilation of Carthage and the ascendance of Rome as the unrivaled powerhouse of the ancient world. The legacy of the Punic Wars is etched into the annals of history, shaping the destiny of nations and echoing through the corridors of time for millennia. 8. The Mongol Conquests. The Mongol Conquests were a series of military campaigns led by Genghis Khan and his successors from the 13th to the 14th century. The campaigns were fought over issues of power, territory, and resources, and resulted in the establishment of the largest empire in history. The Mongol conquests had a profound impact on global politics and society, leading to the establishment of new trade routes, the spread of new ideas and technologies, and the rise of new powers such as China and Russia. 7. The 100 Years' War. The 100 Years' War was a series of conflicts fought between England and France from 1337 to 1453. The war was caused by a power struggle between the two nations and was fought over control of the French throne. The 100 Years' War was one of the longest and most significant wars in medieval history. The war ended with the expulsion of the English from France and the rise of France as a dominant power in Europe. The 100 Years' War had a profound impact on both England and France and shaped the course of European history. 6. The American Revolutionary War. The American Revolutionary War, a pivotal chapter from 1775 to 1783, was not just a battle, it was the forge of a nation. This dramatic clash between the burgeoning 13 colonies and the mighty British Empire centered on the fiery ideal of American independence. It's a tale of underdogs, strategic brilliance, and unyielding determination that culminated in the birth of the United States, an independent beacon on the world stage. This war didn't just reshape the map, it ignited a global spark. Nations watched and learned, inspired to chase their own destinies of freedom, signaling the beginning of a gradual decline for the once unassailable British Empire. In its wake, the United States emerged, not merely as a country, but as a symbol of hope and a future superpower, reshaping the global order and setting the stage for centuries to come. 5. The Napoleonic Wars. The Napoleonic Wars, a titanic struggle from 1803 to 1815, pitted France against a host of European powers, marking a seismic shift in the continent's dynamics. At the heart of these tumultuous years was Napoleon Bonaparte, a figure whose military genius and imperial ambition reshaped the map of Europe. These conflicts weren't just about territory. They were battles for the very soul of Europe, as ideals of revolution clashed with ancient regimes. The culmination of these epic battles saw the downfall of France and the ascension of the British Empire to unparalleled heights, establishing it as the preeminent force across Europe. The reverberations of the Napoleonic Wars went far beyond their immediate geopolitical outcomes, influencing the fabric of international relations, warfare, and national identities for generations. This era of conflict, strategy, and upheaval not only defined the 19th century, but also left an indelible mark on the course of world history, illustrating the enduring impact of one man's ambition on the destiny of nations. 4. The World War I. World War I, a colossal struggle that engulfed the globe from 1914 to 1918, stands as a pivotal chapter in human history, sparked by a tangled web of alliances and escalating political tensions across Europe. This monumental conflict drew in the major powers of the world into an unprecedented battle. The Allies, comprising France, Great Britain, and Russia, faced off against the formidable Central Powers, led by Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. Amidst the chaos, the war unleashed devastating carnage and reshaped the geopolitical landscape. It culminated in the humbling defeat of the Central Powers and the historic signing of the Treaty of Versailles. World War I not only marked one of the deadliest periods in history, but also set the stage for dramatic changes. It heralded the ascent of the United States as a dominant global superpower, forever altering the course of international relations and setting the groundwork for the modern world. 3. The World War II. World War II was a global conflict fought between 1939 and 1945. The war was caused by the rise of Nazi Germany and its aggressive expansion into Europe. The war was fought between the Allied powers, which included the United States, Great Britain, and the Soviet Union, and the Axis powers, which included Germany, Italy, and Japan. World War II ended with the defeat of the Axis powers and the signing of the Treaty of Versailles. The war had a profound impact on the world and led to the rise of the United States and the Soviet Union as superpowers. 2. The Korean War. The Korean War, a pivotal chapter in the annals of history, unfolded from 1950 to 1953 as a dramatic clash between the ideologies of communism and democracy, with North Korea and South Korea as the main protagonists. Sparked by a fervent power struggle over the control of the Korean peninsula, this conflict became a crucible of the Cold War era. On one side stood the totalitarian regime of North Korea, bolstered by communist support, while on the other, the fledgling democracy of South Korea, backed by Western allies, fought tenaciously for its autonomy. Yet, beyond the geopolitical maneuvering and battlefield theatrics, the Korean War left an indelible mark on the world stage. Its resolution, albeit a ceasefire, birthed the Korean Demilitarized Zone, serving as a poignant reminder of the human cost of ideological discord. Thus, the Korean War stands not only as a testament to the resilience of nations, but also as a somber reflection on the enduring legacy of the Cold War. 1. The Vietnam War. The Vietnam War was a conflict fought between North Vietnam and South Vietnam from 1955 to 1975. The war was caused by a power struggle between the two nations and was fought over control of Vietnam. The war was a significant conflict of the Cold War era and was fought between the communist and democratic powers. The Vietnam War ended with the reunification of Vietnam under communist rule. The war had a profound impact on the world and led to the rise of anti-war movements and the establishment of diplomatic relations between the United States and Vietnam. In conclusion, wars have shaped our world in countless ways. They have caused the rise and fall of empires, the establishment of new nations, and the loss of countless lives. The wars we have explored in this video are just a few of the many conflicts that have shaped human history. We hope this video has provided you with some insight into the impact of wars on our world. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more history videos. Thank you for watching.